Good morning, peace and blessings, my people. It's your girl Atara coming to you live from the wilderness. Okay, this video has been a long time coming. It's been a crazy week or so I've been waiting to do this video, but here we are now. And like I said, I'm live from the wilderness, but I'm in the van because I was trying to sit at a picnic table, and honey, you wasn't gonna be able to see me. So here we are. Real quick, we're gonna talk about striving to be the best you. So I think that this subject is pertinent because right now we live in a day and a time where everybody seems to be competing, no matter how big or small. It's almost like everybody has to have a one up on others, or they want to portray themselves to be better than their peers. Everybody's in a competition of some sort. So from me to you, remember this is an individual thing. You know, the only one that you need to be better than is the you from yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So, the first step to being your best you is recognizing it. Being humble enough to admit that there's a need for improvement or that you really desire to be better. That's the first step because you can't do nothing without deciding to start to do it. See what I'm saying? Okay. So you understand where the need is. That's number one. Number two, set goals. Now, this one is heavy because you could tell somebody to set a goal, but don't give them no direction. And you have to set long-term goals and short-term goals. But the thing about these goals is that they need to be realistic, okay? So you wouldn't expect to lose 20 pounds by next week safely anyway, or healthily. You wouldn't expect for your small business starting from ground zero and making six figures in 2 weeks. Now, all of these things are possible. They are highly possible. I mean, like you can do it, but how good will the outcomes be really? You see? So, you know, everything that you do is going to take some sacrificing. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some type of investment. And it's going to take some time. It is. So, number one, understand that there's a need so that you can begin to do that. Number two, set realistic short term and realistic long term goals so that you're not being discouraged when you're not reaching that long term goal. And that goal is a good goal, but it's probably a good goal for 6 months from now or maybe a year from now. Set something short term that is attainable. It still could be a challenge, but it could be attainable and it got to make sense. Okay. And number three, you set those goals, but then you make a plan. So number three is make a plan and take yourself seriously. And this is what I mean by that. If you're somebody who struggles with being late all the time, then, there might be some things that you do the night before. If I have an event that is tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm going to have alarm set so that I can wake up at 8, you know. I'm going to have already in my mind what I'm making for breakfast. Or if we're not making something and we're doing cereal, I'm going to have that planned out. I'm going to have all clothes ironed. All children and myself will be bathed. This is called preparation. So a part of taking yourself seriously is making a plan and really making that effort to stick to it. You know, if I'm somebody who struggles with drug use, I'm not going to set myself up and put myself in a position where I'm around my old friends who like to do drugs. Why? Because I'm taking myself seriously, and this is a goal that I am choosing to go for. I'm really choosing to put some effort forth to achieve this goal. So I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to fail. I mean, seriously. So, that's number three. Make a plan and take yourself seriously. Number four, find what works for you. And the reason why I say find what works for you is because everything that I'm saying, these are suggestions, these are examples, but like everything don't work for everybody. So, you have to find within this realm of things what works for you. It might not work for you to get up at 8. You might have several children and you might have to get up at 7, or you might have to go to bed at 8 p.m. the night before. You know what I mean? So you find whatever it is that works for you in your life, but it still can line up to meeting this goal that you have or being better again than you were the day before. So number 5, last but certainly not least, remember, it's you versus you. Never compare yourself to others. And this is the reason why. You have no idea what challenges they have had. You don't know where they came from. You don't know what they had to do to get where they are. You don't know how long it took them to get where they are. You don't know where they started from. So you need to focus all that same energy on yourself and not worried about what somebody else is doing, what works for them, or anything like that. You have to find what works for you. And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Nobody can be you like you. Nobody can do you better than you. So let's do it. Until next time, that's my word. Strive to be the best you that you can be. Y'all be blessed.